Hey guys, it's Generalkidd here. How's everyone doing today? So, for today's video, we are going to be tackling the question of, can Sergeant Johnson defeat 343 Guilty Spark all on his own? So as you know, during the boss fight against Guilty Spark, Johnson gets zapped by Guilty Spark at the beginning, which is what leads into the boss fight. Now, during the middle of the fight, Johnson actually lasers Guilty Spark to knock him out for a bit, thus giving you time to get the Spartan Laser, which you in turn use against Guilty Spark to finish him off. But, what if Johnson could fight Guilty Spark on his own? Well, as you know, Johnson does actually die during this part. As far as the game is concerned, that is actually his dead body. I know he's still alive in a cutscene later, but he is, for all intents and purposes, dead during this part. But as you saw in my recent videos, where I told you guys that pretty much every AI character has the ability to self-revive, just like Johnson when you betray him in other parts of the campaign. Well, if I give that same trait to Johnson during the boss fight, because it's actually disabled, that's why Johnson can die during the boss fight and not get back up. But if I just simply re-enable it and let Johnson get up, then we'll see how his AI reacts to Guilty Spark if Johnson can exact his own revenge. So here we are. Here we have Johnson, his self-revive re-enabled. So we just gotta wait till he drops dead, and now he has, and just gotta give it like a couple seconds and he'll get back up. Now, of course, Johnson doesn't have any zombie sounds when he gets back up, because Johnson normally is supposed to get back up when he dies, unlike regular Marines and Grunts and other AIs. Hence why I believe that's an Easter egg for those characters. But those are other videos which you can watch anytime. But anyways, now that Johnson's back up, it seems like his AI doesn't really do anything. He just kind of stands still and just stands there and lets Guilty Spark zap him again, and he doesn't really have any reaction. But his AI is actually still very active. If I spawn if I deploy one of these auto turrets, because during the boss fight they actually turn against you, Johnson will actually get alerted by those, and he will get ready to zap it and destroy it. So that works. And actually, if you saw there, Johnson actually accidentally shot Guilty Spark. And actually, I'll replay that in a second for you slow motion, but he did manage to damage Guilty Spark with the laser there. And what happened was, as he was charging up to shoot the auto turret here, once he destroyed it, because the way the Spartan laser works is it actually fires it rapid fires a lot of laser beams all at once. It's not actually one continuous beam well, actually there's nothing in Halo 3 that's a continuous beam, not even a Sentinel beam. It's like rapid fire, like multiple small laser projectiles. But he quickly switched targets to Guilty Spark at the last second, which is pretty much like the literal definition of an aimbot. But yeah, that shows that Johnson himself is capable of damaging 343 Guilty Spark. It's not just up to the players to do it. Johnson could physically do it, but that's where the problem is. He'll shoot at like other enemy AIs, like the auto turret, but he'll get alerted after you deploy the auto turret once. After that point, his AI is a little more alertive or attentive, but he won't kill Guilty Spark on his own. He'll point at Guilty Spark. He might say comments a few times. And he might even charge his laser up a couple times, as you can see here. But he'll never fully charge his laser to the point where he actually shoots a fully charged beam at Guilty Spark. He just, I don't know, it's like, he starts charging it, and all of a sudden it's like something prevents his AI from actually killing Guilty Spark on his own. He can perfectly charge up and kill other AIs just fine, but not Guilty Spark. It's almost like Bungie accounted for something like this happening and made it so that, his AI stops halfway through when trying to charge up to kill a Guilty Spark. So, that basically means that Johnson can't kill Guilty Spark on his own, because something prevents his AI from doing so. But we did a little cheat here, and we basically changed Johnson's Spartan Laser so that he no longer has to charge it up. The moment he starts to charge it up, he just rapid fires lasers already. So we're going to do that and see if, give him a little help here and see if he can kill Guilty Spark now. But same thing, he won't attack Guilty Spark until he sees like another enemy first, like the auto turret. After that, as you can see right there, he'll start targeting Guilty Spark, and same thing, he only charges up for like a second. But because each charge is now firing like lasers instantly, that is why he is damaging Guilty Spark now. And yeah, so there you go. when we modify the game this way, modify his laser this way, he can kill Guilty Spark on his own. Guilty Spark can be killed by something other than the player, but that, of course, we did have to mod the laser to let Johnson do it. But normally, if Johnson were to revive, which of course you do have to mod it so that he does, you re-enable his modding capability, his revival capabilities. If you do that, his AI is prevented from killing Guilty Spark for some reason, which is pretty interesting. Now, in the cutscene, Johnson does still show up again, and unfortunately his fate is not much better. If you watch in slow motion, where he's standing, he gets crushed by this beam there, and yeah, unfortunately for Johnson, it doesn't end well for him either way. The only way to save Johnson, as you know, is to do that Spartan laser glitch and kill him before going to the room and punching him all the way to the Warthog. But that's a whole nother video that I've done a couple times in the past. But yeah, so there you guys have it. So the answer is pretty much no. Johnson cannot defeat Guilty Spark on his own if he were to be able to revive himself. Not without a lot of help, of course. But yeah, so hopefully you guys did enjoy this video, and if you found it to be interesting, as always, make sure to leave a like. Leave thoughts and comments, anything else you want to look into or check out, just let me know. But other than that, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all next time. Bye guys!